Today we're going to talk about something many of us experience but few of us discuss openly. Those moments when irritability seems to take over, when we find ourselves becoming the grumpy old person we perhaps once vowed never to become. If you've ever snapped at a server for being too slow, felt unreasonably annoyed by the music in a shop, or found yourself muttering about kids these days, then this conversation is for you. But rather than seeing these moments of irritation as character flaws, we're going to explore what Jung might say about them and how they actually present an opportunity for profound self-knowledge and growth, even at this stage of our journey. Jung spoke extensively about what he called the shadow, those parts of ourselves we've pushed away, denied, or hidden throughout our lives. As children and working adults, society rewards certain traits: patience, agreeableness, productive energy, and emotional control. Yet, the parts that don't fit this mold don't simply disappear, they retreat into what Jung called our shadow. In retirement, something interesting happens. The structures that once helped us contain these emotions, busy schedules, professional identities, social expectations, begin to shift. Physical changes may bring discomfort we're not used to managing. Our role in society changes, sometimes leaving us feeling overlooked or undervalued. All these changes can bring our shadow elements to the surface. The irritability many experience isn't a sign of moral failure. It's often these long suppressed parts, finally demanding attention. That annoyance with the chatty bank teller might actually be the voice of a part of yourself that feels unheard. The frustration with technology might connect to deeper feelings about a changing world where your accumulated wisdom seems less valued. What if these moments of irritation are actually gifts? Jung believed that the second half of life is precisely when we should be integrating these shadow aspects, not to act them out inappropriately, but to acknowledge and understand them. Remember Sarah, a retired school teacher I spoke with? She found herself increasingly irritated by her grandchildren's visits. This troubled her deeply, as she'd always identified as a patient, loving person. Through reflection, she realized this irritability was connected to a lifetime of putting others' needs before her own. Her inner grump was actually a neglected part, trying to establish healthy boundaries. By listening to this irritation rather than judging it, Sarah discovered a need for quiet time between visits and more structure during them. Her relationship with her grandchildren actually improved as she honored this previously rejected part of herself. Let's explore some gentle ways to work with these feelings when they arise. 1. The witness practice. When irritability surfaces, try to create a small space between the feeling and your reaction. Simply note to yourself, "I'm feeling irritated right now." This small act of consciousness is tremendously powerful. 2. The conversation Jung recommended actually dialoguing with these emotions. When alone, you might ask your irritability, "What are you trying to tell me? What do you need?" The answers might surprise you in their wisdom. 3. The physical connection. Notice where irritability lives in your body. Is it a tightness in your chest? A tension in your jaw? Simply bringing awareness to these physical sensations can begin a process of release. The journal reflection. Consider keeping a simple journal of moments of irritation. Look for patterns. Is it particular situations, times of day, physical states like hunger or tiredness? This awareness often reveals the deeper needs beneath the emotion. Integration doesn't mean giving our irritable aspects free rein. Jung spoke of finding the middle path, acknowledging these feelings while consciously choosing our responses. William, a retired engineer, realized his irritability often emerged when he felt rushed. Rather than suppressing these feelings or unleashing them on others, he now gently informs people when he needs more time. "I find I enjoy things more when I can move at my own pace," he'll say. This honors his need without rejecting others. It's worth noting that our generation often grew up with cultural messages about not complaining, keeping a stiff upper lip, and putting duty before personal feelings. These collective values, while containing wisdom, may have contributed to our individual shadows. Jung would suggest that integrating our irritability isn't just personal work, it's also healing a generational pattern. When we find healthy ways to acknowledge our needs and feelings, we model this integration for our children and grandchildren. As we come to the close of our discussion today, I want to leave you with this thought. Jung believed that the task of the second half of life is to become whole, not perfect. The integrated elder isn't someone who never feels irritation. Rather, it's someone who has made peace with these feelings, understanding their message, and finding constructive ways to honor them. The truly wise elder has room for all parts of themselves: the patient and impatient, the generous and the boundary-setting, the serious and the playful. In embracing our inner grump with compassion, we paradoxically often find it softens and takes its proper place in the constellation of our full being. I invite you this week to approach your moments of irritability with curiosity rather than judgment. What might they be trying to tell you? What wisdom might they hold? Here are some reflection questions. 1. Can you recall a recent moment of irritability? If that feeling could speak, what might it be trying to tell you? 2. Are there particular situations or times when you notice irritability arising more frequently? 3. What parts of yourself have you perhaps kept hidden or controlled throughout your working life that might now be asking for acknowledgement? 4. How might honoring your needs in a healthy way actually improve your relationships with others? Until next time, may you continue to discover the richness that comes with embracing all aspects of yourself on this remarkable journey of later life.